Hey, Rono Sports listeners. You can find me on YouTube podcasts and on YouTube. Go subscribe to my channel at Rono Sports. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all very much. Okay, so today is Wednesday, February 21st. Today we are going to have Max Wendt on our episode today. It is the first ever podcast we are going to do as Rono Sports moves on between now and then. So we will have our first ever podcast right now. We'll have Max on hopefully soon enough. We'll get you some sports bets in tonight. I don't sports bet, which if you guys think that I do, you may need to find somewhere else to watch because I don't sports bet. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Welcome to the Rono Sports Podcast here today. It is Wednesday, February 21st. I am your host, Ro Houston. Today is the first ever podcast. Man. Today's the day. I'll probably be posting not every day for sports podcasts, but I'll let you know later on in the week. But yeah, we should do something about it, you know? I'll tell you when I'm posting next. But first, let's get to my favorite part of the day, which is the Rono Sports Headlines. The Nose Sports Headlines. And here we go. So, we have top headlines today. Fields is trying to... Fields is tired of the trade talk. Just wants their team over. Southland suspends 8 players for post-game ball in basketball yesterday. Ohtani feeling good. Yes, the bats. Coco Gauff fueled by argument against the Dodgers. And get this, Tiger's son, Charlie, play Thursday's pre-qualifier for the Honda Open, or whatever it's now called. And Antonio Pierce, we move on to the NFL now. Antonio Pierce, Raiders have Mahomes rules for Chiefs. Motocross X Games, Stella Archer, that's the age of 27. Probably do something about it. Pray for his family. For everything. Okay, so first episode is on the way. Here we go. We already started out with the Rono Sports Headlines. We'll get to Max in a minute with our second segment, but this is with our third segment. This is our second segment where we can make you bets. We'll make one bet or two bets. We'll make 2 bets. How about that? We'll give you 2 bets to work on tonight. All right, here's the first game that we want to be on. The game odds are presented to you by FanDuel. Even 95. And then give me the under 136.5 points. It opened at 135. This was crazy. Let's get to another bet right now. This one is at... Oh, geez. We got the 6:30 game. Illinois, the Fighting Illini, and Penn State. Penn State going in with a 19-6 record. The Penn State University, 12-14. Illini, 19-6. I might end up taking Illini with this one, as they are -8 right now. It did open at -8. I'm going to take the -8 with Illini, even though people are saying, public bet 56% are saying Penn State will cover and upset. Said Illini, and the money line is -365 and +285. I'm here with Max Wendt, and Max, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, man. It's nice to talk to you. What do you think of this channel, and where do you think it will go?
With this channel, I mean, it's open to a lot of good places, and I think if we just keep grinding and keep going, that this will go far. I do.
Yeah, I understand with that. And with the first podcast, coming out soon,
yeah.
Do you think that it might go viral or something?
There's a chance, but what a lot of YouTubers' advice that I've heard is just stay consistent with posting. Even though your first video or whatever may not go viral immediately, you just got to keep posting and you'll eventually get there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I understand with that. So you're kind of in the sports business, but you usually talk to me about sports and all that. You just talk to me about all that. Where do you see yourself if you basically want to be in the sports industry?
Where I would see myself in the sports industry would most likely be, probably broadcasting.
Yeah, if you wanted to be interested in this.
Yeah, if I was interested in this, I would most likely be, probably trying to get an own office, getting the stuff and getting everything that we need to, succeed properly, kind of.
Yeah, I get that.
And then working from there is kind of how I want to do it, but, yeah.
I understand, man. So what do you think if, you were a guest or something on a sports podcast? I'm not saying, if you were to be a guest on a real podcast, the big ones out there.
Yeah.
Would you be excited about it?
Yeah, I would definitely be excited about it. I mean, I was excited about this one, and, this was cool. Definitely a lot more, lot of, maybe I think an in-person podcast would go pretty good.
Yeah.
If we get the right equipment and stuff, and we get microphones and computers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could go pretty far.
I think it could too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I got a couple more questions for you, and then I'll let you go. My second question is, if you really wanted, to be a part of a sports organization, where do you think you'll find yourself? In the NFL, MLB, or something like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Really, it's what I wish to be would be, if I was in a sports broadcasting thing, is a sport that I really enjoy and that I can really study, and get all the facts and stuff, and then go from there. But really, I'm fine with anyone, but I would prefer probably the MLB.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's your favorite sport? What do you study?
My favorite sport is,
we'll probably have to wait and see on that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I like.
There's a lot of sports.
Yeah, I couldn't really say what my favorite one would be, because there's a lot of really good ones. But,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's some, really, I would probably say off the top of my head, baseball. But, that can change because sometimes during football season, I really get into that, But typically it's baseball, yeah.
Yeah, I could say that. Well, Max, thank you for joining us today on
Thank you, Robert.
the Rona Sports Podcast. We'll see you soon. Hopefully, we can have you on as a guest next time.
All right, I'll text you.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, I'll see you, Robert.
See ya. Thank you to Max Wendt for being on our podcast today, and thank you to you guys for listening to the Rona Sports Podcast. We thank you guys all the time for listening to today.